second half of the album is a lot shorter. It seems like probably conventional wisdom would have been for me to put shorter songs at the beginning, like catchy short songs at the beginning of the album, but I had an arc, a story arc in my mind, so I just went ahead and put them in the order that I thought they belonged. And, there was a lot of choices like that on the album, because it's really interesting to watch myself through this process, because when I was recording it, I really didn't care what anybody else thought, like, honest to God. I was like, I just want this to sound the way I want it to sound, doing it, and I was glad I did that. And when I had that first time I listened to the album mixed and stuff, I was like, yes, that's what I wanted. 2 days later, I'm like, oh my God, nobody's gonna like this. Oh my God, why didn't I make choices that other people would like? So there was like that, definitely, the choice of going through the process of making art. Art can be messy and it's super subjective. And then you also think about art just kind of dying on the vine and never putting it out there, never saying, hey, come to this show, I'm going to show you some videos of these songs I did. But maybe next album I make, I'll be more conscious of what my audience might like. But maybe I won't. Probably when I actually start doing it again, it'll just have to be what it is. And, it can be a little messy and subjective. But if you hear maybe even one song that you like, yeah, actually I like that song. If you add it to a playlist, it would make my day.
So you had this recording vocals with Al, right? What an amazing experience. So you essentially like collect these moments in time where the singer comes in and they sing, and then it's like, what if we do it again? Let's try it again. Try it again, try it again, try it again. And a lot of singers, most singers come in and you're like, okay, you sang it the second time just exactly the same way you sang it the first, give or take a note or two. And the third time, pretty much the same. Fourth time, okay, we probably only need to do 2 takes, because you basically sing it the same every time. So in Elle's case, I was like, oh, which take are we on? Holy smokes, look, this one's totally different. This one has like all this energy at this part, and so we take those takes and we compile them later. So it's a really cool modern technique where you can keep the human element, but you can be like, this part of the verse was amazing. I'm going to use that part, and I'm going to put it with this part of the verse. And each time over the year that we did this, I would go, and it just got more and more interesting. We're trying to work on Elle's vocals, because I would come back a couple of weeks later and pull up to them, and it just was like, wow, holy smokes, is that, like, there's so much going on in here in terms of like a sonic experience. And as an engineer, you connect with the artist in so many different levels, and then you take it home and you're alone with these sounds, and you're like, wow, which one do I choose? And I felt like I was choosing the ones that were probably a little more moderate. I was like, we can't get too crazy here. We gotta make
My dad passed away a few years ago, and I felt like he was in the booth there with me, and you'll see why when you see the video. He was definitely there, and I did cry. When I sang this song, but we were able to get through it, and and you let me go that day.
Yeah, and I was like, what did you do? That was incredible. How do we get that next time? Wait a second.